There we go.
You idiot. You think you could screw with me and get away with it?
Tony, I can explain.
You're the only one who had access to the account and authorization. And now the money's God knows where, and my friends in Panama are very, very upset that they didn't get their payment on time.
Tony, I can explain that.
I should
First
never
of all-
listen to you about this computer shit.
What the hell's this shit?
Shut up. Take the short trip to cyberspace.
What a line.
Shit, did I mess up the wall?
Nah, you cool, babe. But your chair's messed up.
Come on, let's get out of here. Send somebody in to clean up the mess. Raul, we had a little problem.
So I see.
I'll get the money.
You see, I have obligations too, you know? And you assured me that you could manage the situation on this end.
It's just a delay, damn it. I'm telling you, it doesn't
I'm
amount.
telling you, Tony. There's other factors involved here. There's other commitments. I'm afraid your ineptitude has placed me in an awkward position. That's why I'm obliged to be here personally. To resolve this situation permanently.
This isn't your third world sandbox, Raul. You're on my turf now. Ice pick. The hell are you doing?
Sorry, Snowman.
Son of a bitch, you can't do this to me.
I'm
You
working
can't
for
do
him
this.
now.
He just did.
Well done. We'll contact you just as we agreed.
FBI!
Just freeze. This is the part where you get handcuffed. Come on in, Lamont and Laura. Nice. Oh, look, Gonsalves, I'm really sorry I delayed your flight. Oh, and these are friends of mine from the FBI. They'd like to ask you a few questions.
Mm-hmm. And who are you?
Oh, we'll have plenty of time to get acquainted.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and Ice Pick, you're mine. Murder's a local offense.
Shit, killed you and I had a chance.
Get him out of here.
So, Terry Frost believed that Braden stole the money they owed the Panamanian?
Yeah, but I knew him and he couldn't do that. Oh, and I suppose you don't know anything about this, huh, Lamont?
All right, now where to now? Do we go back to Wires's? Go back to, oh, go to Laura's apartment. Whoa. We have a map and a wallet, that's it. Laura's apartment with a rose.
Terry says you can have your old job back. If you want it.
It's not exactly the position that I'm interested in.
A little out of practice. Not bad.
Gets better.
I guess this is the part where you try to convince me to go back to that desert with you.
There are a lot of bad guys out there that we get to prosecute.
Maybe they should get off the stairwell first. I think that's not really... It's a weird place. Do we get end credits? What do we get? Okay, that's no job. And they don't even have original credit music. It's just the lookout theme. It's like they didn't even compose credits. It's like nobody's gonna beat this game. To the 5 people who follow this game, I don't know why. Like I can't imagine why anybody would follow this game. Like nobody's gonna beat it. Nobody's gonna know how to beat it. Nobody's gonna succeed the first time. Why would anybody watch this game? Out of all the games, out of all the point and click adventure games, why this one? It is so easy to fail. It is incredibly punishing. You can lose the entire game like the final day if you've missed even one proper trigger. And the game won't tell you what you missed. The game doesn't tell you what you need. The game doesn't tell you how all of the pieces fit together, ever. The fact that you have the 360 rotation of the New York City area and locations is probably the most interesting part of the game because it allows you to explore different areas, but that also makes things all the more stressful because you have to micromanage within a time limit per each day where to find each item, where to find each location in this particular game. And there was like one area of the game where I had to find like shell casings that blended in with the ground that looked like a pebble. And that was it. And I was supposed to find that, and it's forever. Um, I I don't think this is a very good game. Even the mini games to kind of break up the action, well, if you can call it that, of just running around and opening menus, was the worst controls I've ever seen. I'm convinced whoever constructed that never played a video game in their life with selectable buttons, with the shoulder buttons selecting and the A button's like not working. Like what would a normal person do to be able to, like, let's say, do a jigsaw puzzle or a sliding puzzle? You think you just move with the D-pad and press the A button to select the piece and deselect, right? No, you have to go to like select mode. You have to click, move, deselect. It involves more buttons than is humanly necessary to do anything in this game. And every time you go in the menu, which is often because you go to the menu to navigate, you go to the menu to open and use items, you go there to drop items, you go there to swap certain things, and go into look mode and everything else, it loads from the disk painfully slow. There are a lot of games that I've noticed that run well on the Panasonic 3DO. This is not one of those games. This is like one of the worst running games I've ever seen, which you think would be mitigated more by the fact that it's a 2-disc game because it's fitting in as many FMVs as it is. But it's not a fun game in the slightest. I stick with my 59 score. I think the game is a failure. Just because it doesn't, it basically, it's one of those games in like every possible way. I think I said it best when I typed it in text in the Discord server, in Joe's Discord server, that this is one of those games in every conceivable way. It's one of those games with the fact that you have a time limit that can force a game over, with missed story triggers that you're not hinted at that can force a game over, with mini games that are so awkwardly constructed and explained so ill-explained that you can get a game over, and it's just bad. It shouldn't be timed. It should have more clear indicators as to what you pick up. It should have more information about what is going to advance the story and what won't. And people need to actually be able to beat this game if they are following a guide. Like I was, and I still failed. I still managed to screw it up and lose, even though I was following a guide from start to finish. Should not be happening. I mean, I critique, to be fair, this game I had a lot more to talk about just because of the fact that it is, you know, it's a 3DO exclusive game. There were a lot of like advanced adventure point and click games that were ported to like MS-DOS, were ported to different consoles, ported to Windows, ported to Steam eventually for certain games. This game is stuck on the 3DO. And I'm like, good, it needs to stay there. It needs to like not ever be re-released, not ever remastered. Like limited run games, do not touch this one, please. It's terrible, don't do it. But yeah, that's that for Snow Job. No more Snow Job. Did a poor job. More like do a better job. All right. Well, that is all there is for Snow Job, and that is all there will ever be. There are other endings. I'm not getting them. You could look them up. I'm not doing it. This was the best one, apparently. And that's what we're getting. There's other worse endings. There's ones where we can bring down the DA. There's ones where we can get the FBI involved. And I'm like, I'm not playing it again. I basically played through this game twice just because of the first mess up on the final day. So we're done. We're done. Your eyes are dead. The time is over. No more snow job. I am Super Mario RPG. The Switch version should be here on Tuesday. I'll be playing that. I may come back a little later this afternoon. I'm gonna go out, run some errands, get Persona 5 Tactica if I can find it. Because Super Mario RPG was cheaper online to order than it would be in store, like by over $15. Plus, I got a $3 top cashback rebate. So it was basically like saving $18 than just buying at the store. But Persona 5 Tactica is more expensive online than it is to buy offline. So I'm going to run my errands. I'm going to get that. We'll probably come back and play that within Atlus's stupid streaming guidelines of not going past the second palace or I'll get shot to death like all of those people did in Snow Job. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, so no more snow job. That's the way the cocaine crumbles. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see everybody back in their respective discords. Thank you for the ploverts.